Swamiji, I got psoriasis around my eyes for 6-7 years. I don't know why it's not going away. And then it's causing very dark circles around my eyes. So I hope Swamiji can cure me. Also, from young time, teenage time, I think I'm allergic to peanuts. So I stay away from peanuts.
Get the peanuts today. That's something.
Okay.
And do you remember any engram? How this psoriasis started?
Because I related with acne. When I was a teenager, I break out in very bad acne. So I dare not touch peanut. I will scold mom if she makes peanut, anything with peanut oil.
I'll work on it.
Thank you very much.
Any other engrams?
Swami, in 2008 November, I came to see Swami for Kalpataru Darshan. That time I was having a very bad back problem because I fell down from the ceiling 20 years ago. And the doctor told me I have slip disc, L4, L5, and it will only get worse. So at that time, you healed me, Swami, and I felt great. But after that, slowly, because of my job nature, I have to travel a lot, carry heavy weight and all that. The pain slowly started coming back. Then I had a doubt.
I'll heal it.
Yeah, thank you, Swami.
Whatever the sickness I have, it doesn't bother me so much. But my daughter's vertigo, skin condition. And my father got it when he was 50. And she was up to 13 years, she didn't have any spots. And after 16 years, she started getting it. So I always think like why God gave it to her, not me. So that pain hits me. And she did the IA with you last December. So that's the pain I have.
I'll get it out.
Thanks.
Come on. See, when you do the physical workout, remember this definition. This body is vehicle for my dreams and my ornament. Let this definition be drilled into you. See, you made this body to fulfill the dreams you are carrying. So you are prepared to fulfill your dreams.
Yeah, I have these allergies. I don't know how I got it. But when I stopped non-veg 7 years ago, that skin allergies completely cleared up. Then somebody told me, before I met you, I attended Vipassana. They said if you do Jalaneti, that even the sneezing and coughing will go. So now I'm out of medication for 4 years. But still, I still have to do the Jalaneti for this to be. So I cough constantly, and so I have, out of 56 they tested on my skin, 44 I'm allergic to. Grass, dust, pollen, all kinds of things. So,
just a question, Swamiji. This is regarding my cousin's second child. He has been diagnosed as an autistic spectral disorder. The relationship between karma and disease. You had always spoken in the Kalpataru sessions that...
Especially this autism is directly karma. Your conscious decision. Yes, come on.
So is it possible if I bring the child...
yes. If the child wants to get healed, he can be healed. See, now I am, after 5-6 days, yes. I can see very clearly. The other day, first day when I told him, bring your head near, he was not ready. But I dragged and put my head on his head. And now, the taste of my head touching his head, he is liking what is happening in his throat during that time. See, in the darshans, nowadays I don't put my head. I tell him, I bring the head, he just brings it.
Correct.
Means he wants to get healed. You understand?
But this child is about 8 years old.
8 years old can make the decisions. Bring him.
Okay.
What is his age? Chandrasekhar? 9 years. He can make the decision.
Okay. And another thing.
See, if he makes the decision of not to get healed, I can't do anything. But this guy is making the decision of getting healed. I can help him in a very big way.
Will they be required to stay for a while?
I think it will be good if he stays. Only then, even this much I will be able to know.
Okay.
I will not be able to do like a 1 day, 2 day and all
That's
that.
Right.
At least some 10 days, if they can stay. Then, only then the child first of all will feel comfortable and allow me to heal.
Okay.
I can say this guy, last 12 or 30 days I am healing. First, at least 4 or 5 days he did not even allow me.
That's true. Yes.
I will have to drag him. You can see.
Yes.
I will put my hand on his neck and just put my head on his head, and after 2 days I did not even bother him. I just left it. I only, because he started feeling like I am interfering. Then, now I am only telling, bring your head, he just brings and automatically puts it. So for that to happen, now the healing has started happening. You understand? Only when he puts his head, the healing has started happening.
But is it only for autism that karma related?
Especially autism.
Any other disease?
You see, autism, nothing to do with body. It is just a conscious decision. That is why still you are not able to diagnose at all autism. Chemically or technically.
Yes, it's difficult, yes.
Look around, there is no QEEG properly saying autism.
Absolutely.
Neither MRI nor QEEG.
Yes.
No technical difference between artistic brain and ordinary brain.
That is.
Because there is no physical. It is conscious decision. That's all. So to get healed also, it will not happen like a gradually. Only the awareness will come gradually. One day suddenly you will decide, I will not be artistic anymore. That's all. Nothing else. See, for this guy also, this boy, your son, it is not like every day I am giving little energy and he is getting healed. Like a skin disease or the liver problem, stomach problem. No. Every day I am reminding him. One day suddenly he will declare, I am not artistic. That's all. It's like in the Kumaraguru Barar story. You heard of that Kumaraguru Barar story. He was artistic child till the age of 5. He was taken to the Sendilandavar of Tiruchendur, and there one Siddha was living. He was an incarnation of Subramanya. He just saw that Kumaraguru Barar, and he was chewing the betel leaf and spit on his
face.
In mouth. He just opened the mouth of the child and gave that tambulam. That's all. The child decided it will not be artistic anymore. He started singing directly, not even talking. It is just a decision, nothing else. There is no physical part in the whole disease.
But there is some change in the MRI of the child. So we do.
Maybe very mild.
Okay.
It's a very, the very disease itself is not rooted on the body. So it can be healed.
And another thing, Swami, actually this is almost like a testimonial. After I came to you, I had got operated for the carpal tunnel even prior to coming to you. This is secondary to rheumatoid arthritis which I had developed and probably work related or stress, I wouldn't know. And after I started Nitya Dhyan...
Don't even bother these Kundalini sessions. Will completely destroy arthritis, hereditary arthritis. She already started even having this fingers and all start shrinking.
Yes.
All I did is 3 days I made a roll around my seat in the Kundalini awakening. Over. Not only now the crippling became all right, the pain has disappeared. So don't even bother.
But I'm not rolling or anything.
No, that is not a problem. If you are sitting here, that's enough. If you are sitting in the sessions, that's enough. Don't bother about it. Actually, because of that arthritis only, rolling is taking little time.
Is it? Oh.
Arthritis, psoriasis and all, if it is there, the rolling will take little time because all the awakening I am doing is going for healing. So first the healing is happening. But once the healing happens and the rolling starts, it will be extreme. Straight away you will receiving materializing and all. See, the mind part is ready now for you. Body part only is getting healed. Once that gets healed and breaks, it will be extraordinary.
Mon témoignage va commencer par un grand merci, maître. Je suis venu à une awakening en mai-juin 2009. J'avais diabète et prostate.
Ma translate.
First, he wants to thank you, Swamiji. When he came in Inner Awakening in 2009, he came already once, and he was having diabetes and prostate problem.
Et en arrivant, j'ai demandé au maître de me guérir de cette prostate. Et normalement, je devais emmener autant de médicaments que de bagages. Mais je suis venu juste avec une boîte de sac. Et depuis que je suis retourné chez moi, je n'ai jamais touché aux médicaments. Je me suis fait traiter de fou par 2 médecins.
So he was supposed to come with lots of medication in his luggage, but after he took Inner Awakening, he stopped taking medications. Some doctors thought he was crazy.
Et l'un de ces 2 médecins m'a redonné des médicaments pour pour le diabète, que j'ai pris une semaine et puis après, je n'ai pas pris du tout. Voilà. Encore merci.
So the doctor wanted still him to take medication, so he took for 1 week and he stopped, but he has no more problem now with that.
Wow.
So he's thanking you, Swamiji.
Come on.
This is more of a testimonial as well. So I got really unconscious for a few years and was heavily involved with stress. And I developed a thyroid problem. So I have never taken pharmaceuticals. I stay just with natural medicine. And I've been chasing my health for several years. And so I came to India last year, and but this got canceled. And then so I was working with another doctor here. And they said I'd need to start taking medicines, like, because the numbers were really bad. So I went back home to the States, and I've seen a natural doctor, and he's having me on, which I want to ask about the healing too. He's having me take a pig thyroid medicine, and how's that with the animal stuff? I need to stop, or anyway. So I was debating on whether to come back for this session, and my doctor did a muscle testing on me, and I had never met you before. And he tested me to see what, so I told him I needed to come because I was gonna, this where I needed to get healed at. And I think being an MD, he didn't know what I was talking about. So he did a muscle testing, and I tested positive for 100% recovery of my health. And he did the reverse testing, and if I didn't come, whether I would recover my health, and the answer was no. So the biomemory and the muscle memory of our bodies, even before meeting you, was very strong and already knew. So I thought that was nice.
Great. Come on.
Swamiji, I was brought up in a very Western home where even the idea of healing was pretty much non-existent. And on top of that, my mother is a pharmacist. So I was brought up with pills and all the outer stimuli.
Freely everything is available.
Yes.
Like my house, I had my father and my mother's sister's husband. Both of them were Newton chocolate agents. They will heap the chocolate and kids will roll during their birthday. See, this giving full hand chocolate, I learned the habit there only. They will never give for kids one chocolate or two chocolate. They will give like this only. And the amount of chocolate I ate, I don't have 2 teeth actually. At the age of 11, they removed. See, the second line, second time when it starts growing, around 11 it starts growing. Na? The second line, when it starts growing, the 2 teeth, still I don't have. And freely available in the house. So eat. And the problem is, you don't even know so much of chocolate is not good. It is like a breakfast. All big chocolate bars, it's like a breakfast. And you don't even know it is wrong and it is not good for teeth. These fellows will not tell. Feeding me is a pride. So like this only the pharmacist, growing in the pharmacist house.
Yes. So my strongest engram has been that a genetic disorder is a genetic disorder and it can't be healed.
No.
So
and the biology of belief, that guy?
I read that book. I read
What's his name? Bruce Lipton.
Yes.
He proves very clearly.
Yes, he does.
There is no genetical disorder.
Exactly.
Any of you read that book? Read that book.
Yeah, it's great.
Very clearly with evidence and researches and studies he proves.
Yeah. So I've been told that I have my father's eyes with nearsightedness, and I have bad color vision, and I have my mother's skin with a lot of redness and red dots and everything. So I want to prove them wrong. So
Actually, no, it will become alright. Don't worry, you will not have it. I wanted to call some of these Westerners who has done a great researches and studies and helped for the truths revealed in the Vedic tradition and give them Rishi Award. I wanted to institute. Last time, due to so many of this problem we couldn't do. This year I am doing it. 10 people will receive 1 lakh cash award. And I'll increase this. I'm feeling that like a Nobel Prize I'll establish this prize. Rishi Award. Once a year, some of the top people who do contribution to the truths revealed to the Vedic tradition, in the Vedic tradition. In that, the Bruce Lipton and this Dr. Masaru Emoto, all these people I named. We'll call them this year. We'll do that. Good.
Thank you.
Swamiji, I have 2-3 problems, okay? One is mosquito bitten 5-6 years ago, and it's become black patches on my skin, legs down. And one is fear of loneliness, to be alone at home, or if I travel alone, then also. Okay. Third, my knees are gone totally. I want to go for Kailasa Yatra. I request you, please heal me.
All right, I'll do.
And my back, during that labor pain, since then, last 20 years, too much back pain.
I have to do overhauling. I'll do.
Thank you.
Come on. Yes.
Swamiji, last October I was diagnosed with something called a lung infarction. That means part of your lung may have died, actually, just a small part of it. And at the last Pataro, I was having some pain on that, and you helped it immensely, and I appreciate that. I was wondering, will the doctors say it's irreversible. Now, do you think the churning that we'll be doing next will help it at all?
I'll take that. I'll take care of it.
Thank you very much.
Swamiji, chcem sa ťa opýtať na vrodené vady a zranenia. Mám dceru, ktorá má teraz 20 rokov, ale mala operované srdce a počas života mala aj 2 ťažké zranenia. Myslím, že je to dosť na takého mladého človeka.
She wants to ask about genetic disorders. Her daughter is 20 years old, and when she was very young, less than 1 year old, she had heart surgery. And since then, she had 2 large injuries of her knees. And
Who is having?
Her daughter. And she's asking if this is normal for such a young child to have so many injuries, or is it genetic, or what would you think?
No. Of course, it is not transmitted from her. Then how can it be genetic?